Good morning, everybody. If you've got something you need to come out about today and you're not quite sure how you're going to do it, you have come to the right place. We're going to answer that question with tarot. Good morning. My name is Seth. I run Comingouttarot.com. You can always find out more about me over there. But while we're here, we're talking about what it is that you have got to come out about and how you're going to do it. Everybody's got to come out about something. And it's never easy. There's always all these little things going on. So there's ways we can think about it. Tarot's going to help us get some of that insight and help you move forward. So while I get these cards in order, a couple housekeeping things. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe so we can keep track of each other. And if during the course of this reading you find that this content is useful, please hit that thumbs up button down there, because not only does it let me know it's useful, it gets it in front of other people so they can take advantage of this message as well. And speaking of, share this with anybody you think who needs it. Pass it on. Pass it on. Pay it forward so that they can take advantage of hearing this message on a day when they need it most. All right, here we go. Obstacle, action, mindfulness. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so earth element's out. We are now in the state of fanning the flames, creating something a little bit steamy as the heat of our action moves into the emotional state. So let's see what happens with all of this stuff. Our obstacle is the Magician. Our action is the Three of Wands, and the mindfulness exercise is going to come today from Parsival, or the Son of Cups. All right, first off, biggest obstacle, just getting started. You've got so many options in front of you, you don't even know where to focus. And for those of you that this is resonating with, more than likely, that's often something that is lifelong for us. It's if you're that kind of person has trouble deciding where to focus or which choice that is in front of you to choose, or you are able to come up with so many ideas you don't even know where to begin. This is like a standard operating procedure usually if you're in that kind of state. And having the Magician here tells me that that's just kind of the way things are all the time too. So we're just going to call that out. If you're feeling that way and this is something that you live with all the time, this is definitely for you. That's your biggest hindrance today. So if you can be aware of, be conscious of, be mindful of the fact that this is something that you go through all the time, you probably already know how to deal with it, pick one and go, or we're going to talk about a specific action that you can do today to move forward and get past that like numbness of where do I even begin? I don't know what to do. Because what you can, like the challenge here is that not only do you get lost in what you can do, but you start to like confuse other people around you, and that doesn't help anyone through whatever it is that you're coming out about today, because they need clarity just like you do. So here's what we're going to do. Three of Wands. We're literally going to pick one, just like I said, we're going to pick one and go. Start moving it forward. Don't get stuck in the here's all the things that can go wrong, here are the things that I want to do, like all the things. Let's get over all the things. Think about it iterative. What can you do today that you can build on later once you've had the experience of what you can do today? So in this process of what it is that you've got to come out about, it's got to find the one that like touches your soul the most. What's the one that makes your hair stand up a little? What's the one that makes you a little nervous down here in your gut where it just feels like, oh crap, if I do that one. So find the one that feels uncomfortable because you're nervous about how it's going to go or how it's going to turn out or how it's going to be received. Lean into that one, jump into it, make it happen, because that's the one where you're going to learn all the lessons you need to learn. Yes, there will be things that happen. You might lose some things along the way that you never really needed in the first place, but you might have been hanging on to. You might see some return in a greater way than you ever have before, but you got to take the chance if you want to see if that's going to happen. All right, mindfulness exercise. The noise you're hearing is spirits running around. Mindfulness exercise for today from the Son of Cups is being in a state of awe and awareness. what is the miracle that happens during the course of all of this? What is the thing that you see and you go, oh, this is the closest I have ever been to understanding how this is all going to work? When you get into that state of, and it's hard to be aware of this, when you get into that state of awe of, oh, catch it, hold on to it for a second, because you're never going to get further than right there. Hold on to it for a second and go, okay, how did I get here? What was it that put me in this state of, oh, what were the events that led up to it? What were the things that happened? What did somebody say? And hang on to that. Think about it, mull about it for a little bit, and let it inform how you move forward in your next iteration. All right, I hope this is helpful. If it is, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there and hit that thumbs up button if you do think that this content is useful, so it gets it in front of other people and it lets me know it's useful. Today is Thursday. If you haven't checked out the post I did on queer friendships, I think it's an interesting conversation, especially if you're a part of the queer community already. There's this faction of people who think that queer friendships can exist, and then there's people like me who think that they do. It is a wholly special place to be able to have queer friendships, because it's greater than that concept of chosen family. It is that person who just gets you and who understands you and you understand them, and you can take each other to greater heights together. Those are powerful, powerful relationships, and I think that they exist in the queer community in a way that they don't necessarily exist in the cishet community. So go check out that post. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear more about it. Thanks, everybody. Have a great Thursday.